Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our jQuery video tutorial. Today we will explore jQuery add and remove methods, which allow us to dynamically modify web page elements, classes and attributes without reloading the page. So let's get started. So first of all, what are jQuery add and remove methods? In jQuery, add and remove methods help in modifying web page elements easily and efficiently. You can add new elements, update styles, and even remove unwanted elements using simple jQuery functions. Like add method used to insert new elements, attributes or classes dynamically. Then the remove methods is it's used for to delete elements, clear contents or remove classes. Now why use these methods? So first of all, modify web page content in real time. It's short and simple syntax compared to JavaScript, and enhance user experience with dynamic updates. Here you can see JavaScript jQuery add method. Now here is the method. Like first method is append method. It's add content inside an element at the end. The next is prepend method. It's adds content inside an element at the beginning. Then after method it adds content after the selected element. Now the fourth one is before method. It's add content before the selected element. And the fifth is add class method. It adds one or more CSS classes to an element. Then the last one is attribute method. It adds or updates an attributes of an element. Now here is the first one, which add content inside an element. We use append method and prepend method. Example: add text at the end and the beginning of a paragraph. Now you can see here is the we use a click functions here. Now you can see here we use a append method and here we use a prepend method. Now we open in our code editor. Now you can see here is the paragraph tag and it's have a button ID append text, and here is the button for prepend text. Now here is the two jQuery codes. One is for append and second is for prepend, and here is the click function, and here is also a click function. Now you can see what happened here. It's we clicking on here this button. It adds text at the end of the paragraph. When I click on this button, it's adds text at the beginning. Now you can see if we add this button, now you can see it's add a text in the last, and if we click on the prepend text, I can see it's add in the beginning. Now we can see here. You can see it's add on the beginning and it's add on the end. Now the second one is add content outside an element. We have used in after method and before method. I can see what is after method. It's insert content after an elements, while before method inserts content before it. Now I can see here is the example. Add a new paragraph before and after an existing one. I can see here is a jQuery code, which have here we have a after method and here we have a before method, which have a paragraph, and here is also a paragraph. Now we open in our code editor. I can see here is the paragraph which contain ID attribute. It's have a para value. Now you can see it's have this is the original paragraph. Now you can see here. Now here is the button. It's one is for add after and one is for add before. Now here is the jQuery code. It's have a click functions here. Now you can see and inside the click functions we have a after method, and here is also a click function. Then it's have a before method we use. Now what happened when I clicking after button, add after button, it's add a new paragraph after the existing one, and when I click on this button add before, it's add a new paragraph before the existing one. Now you can see when I click on add, now add after, it's add on after. Now you can see when I click on add before, it's add on before the text. I can see here is my text and here is the before one and here is the after one. Now the third is add a class to an element. We have used in this add class method here. Now I can see it's use add class to apply style dynamically. Now here is the example. It's uh, add a highlight class to a paragraph. Now you can see here is the jQuery syntax. Here we use a add class method. Now we open in our code editor. Now you can see here we have a highlight class here. You can see its background color yellow, font weight bold, padding 5 pixel, border radius 5 pixel. Now here we use a paragraph and here we have a id like para and here we use a button. Now you can see here we use a jQuery content, jQuery syntax. Now you can see here we use a click functions and here we use a add class method. Now here we inside the add class method we use a highlight class here. Now you can see here is my highlight class. So friends, what happened when I clicking the button adds the class, it's changed the background color. Now you can see when I click, now you can see it's add a highlight class. If we change the color like pink, now you can see when I click on this button, now its background color goes to pink. Now here we have jQuery remove methods. Now first of all we have remove method. Now it removes the selected elements completely. And second one is empty method. It's remove all content inside an element but keeps the element itself. Now the third one is remove class method. It's remove one or more CSS classes from an element. Then the last one is remove attribute method. It's remove an attribute from an element. Now the first one is remove an element. We use here remove method. So use remove to completely delete an element. Now you can see here is the example. So remove a paragraph when a button is clicked. I can see here we use here a remove method. Now we open this in our code editor. Now you can see here we have a paragraph like id para and here we have a button which have remove button id. Now you can see here is the remove button id and we here is a click function. Now you can see and inside the click function we use a remove method. When I click on this remove paragraph, now you can see what happened. The paragraph removed from this page. Now you can see it's removed. Then the second one is remove only the content empty. We use a empty method here. Now when we use it's empty to clear a content inside an element but keep the element itself. Now you can see here is the example, keep the div but remove its content. Now you can see here here is the content box dot empty method we use here. Now we open in our code editor. Now you can see here we have div id content box and here we have h3 content inside the box and this is the content will be removed but the box remains. Now you can see we have here button id empty button. Now you can see here we have ready or we have empty dot click functions here. Now you can see here we use a empty method. Now when I clicking the button it's remove everything inside the div but the box remains. Now you can see we use a empty method on this id. You can see if you click on this, now you can see all the content will gone. Now the third one is remove a class from an element. We have used in remove class method. Now you can see use remove class to remove a specific CSS class from an element. Here is the example, remove the highlight class from a paragraph. Now you can see here we use a click function. Inside the click function we use a remove class method. Here we use a hide class. Now you can see we open in our code editor. Now you can see here We have a highlight class here, dot highlight. Its background color is yellow, font weight is bold, and padding is 5 pixel. Now you can see we have a paragraph like which have id like para, and its class like highlight. Now you can see here this highlight class used in here. Now that's why its background color is yellow, and 5 pixel padding, and font weight is bold. Now here is the button which have removed class button id, and you can see here is the jQuery code, and we have a click function here. Now you can see inside the click function we have a remove class, or inside the value is highlight. So friends, when I click the button, it's remove the highlights effect from the paragraph. Now you can see when I click on this remove highlight button, you can see its background and its highlights will be removed. Then the fourth one and the last one, remove an attribute. We have use a remove attribute method. Now uh, when we use remove my attribute to remove an attribute like href, src, etc. Here is the examples. It's remove the href attribute from a link. I can see here we use a click function, and inside the click function we use a remove attribute href. Now we open in our code editor. Now you can see here we have a we have a anchor tag which have id my link, which have href attribute like https www.google.com. Here is the target blank. Now you can see here we have a button which have id remove attribute button. Here we use a remove attribute button id, and here we use a click function on that. Now inside the click function we have remove attribute method, and inside the remove attribute method we have a href, and we have a alert box like the href attribute has been removed. Now what happened when I clicking on this button, it's remove the link functionality, making it unclickable. Now you can see when I click on this button, now you can see the href attribute has been removed. I can see its text will be a normal text. Let's talk about the conclusion. So its first one is append, prepend, after, before, add content dynamically, and removes empty, delete elements or content, and add class, remove class, apply or more, remove style dynamically, and remove attribute method. It's remove attributes like href, source, on, etc, etc. Now that's it for today tutorial. jQuery add and remove methods make dynamic content modification super easy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment. Keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.